He thought humiliating a young waitress in front of a crowd would make him look powerful, but in less than 5 minutes, that arrogance cost him a $200 million business deal, and his reputation forever. It was a crisp Friday evening, in the heart of downtown. The Rosewood Bistro, an upscale restaurant known for its chandeliers and golden tablecloths, buzzed with life. Amira Johnson, a 24-year-old black waitress, was on her feet since noon. She juggled trays, refilled glasses, and managed fake smiles through exhaustion. She wasn't just working for tips. She was saving every penny to pay for her mother's surgery. At the corner VIP table sat Richard Lawson, a well-dressed, white-haired man in his late 50s, surrounded by executives. He was the CEO of a billion-dollar investment firm, the kind of man people whispered about when he entered the room. But what no one knew was that tonight would define him, not for his wealth, but for his arrogance. Amira approached Richard's table with a warm smile. "Good evening, gentlemen. Can I start you off with—" Richard didn't look up. He waved his hand dismissively. "About time. Do you people ever move faster? We've been waiting for ages." Amira blinked. "I apologize for the wait, sir. The kitchen's been a little backed up." He cut her off with a smirk. "Excuses, just bring us our drinks and try not to mess it up. Don't be stupid." The table chuckled nervously. Amira's cheeks burned, but she bit her tongue. She had endured comments before. She forced a smile and walked away. But at the table next to them, a sharply dressed woman noticed everything. Her name was Victoria Reynolds, CEO of a global fashion empire and one of the most influential businesswomen in the country. And unbeknownst to Richard, she had been considering a $200 million partnership with his firm. When Amira returned with drinks, her hands trembled slightly. She carefully placed glasses on the table. Richard snorted. "Finally, maybe you're not as stupid as you look." The executives forced awkward laughs. Some looked down at their plates, embarrassed. Amira took a deep breath. "Is there anything else I can get for you, sir?" Richard leaned back, smirking. "Yeah, how about some intelligence training? You could use it." The table erupted in uneasy laughter again. This time the room went quieter. Other diners turned their heads. Phones were subtly lifted to record. Amira's eyes welled up, but she refused to let a tear fall. She simply nodded, whispered, "Excuse me," and walked away. From her corner seat, Victoria's jaw clenched. She had seen enough. Victoria stood, her heels clicking across the marble floor. The entire restaurant stilled as she approached Richard's table. "Richard Lawson," she said firmly. Richard's face lit up with arrogance. "Victoria Reynolds, what a surprise. I was just about to call you. Please join us. Let's talk about our deal." Victoria's eyes were icy. "Your deal?" She glanced toward Amira, who stood frozen near the kitchen doors, clutching her notepad. Victoria turned back to Richard. "You think calling a hardworking woman stupid is impressive? You think humiliating her makes you powerful?" Richard chuckled nervously. "Come on, Victoria. She's just a waitress. No harm done." The restaurant gasped collectively. Victoria slammed her purse on the table. "Just a waitress? Let me make something crystal clear. That waitress has shown more professionalism tonight than you ever could. And as for our deal, consider that dead. I will not partner with a man who disrespects women, may or people of color." Richard's face drained of color. "Victoria, wait, let's not be rash." She raised her hand. "Save it, the world is watching." She gestured at the phones recording the scene. Richard looked around. Cameras, dozens of eyes. The weight of silence pressed down on him. Amira stood in disbelief, tears finally streaming down her cheeks. For the first time, they weren't tears of humiliation, but of vindication. By the next morning, the video had gone viral. CEO calls waitress stupid. Loses $200 million deal in public blazed across headlines. Richard's board called an emergency meeting. Investors pulled out. Within a week, Lawson Capital's stock plummeted. Meanwhile, Victoria's firm received praise worldwide for taking a stand. Customers called her a role model. As for Amira, Victoria personally offered to sponsor her education. "You've got more grace under fire than most leaders I know," she told her. Amira accepted. her dream of studying hospitality management finally within reach. Richard, once a billionaire untouchable, faded into disgrace. His arrogance had cost him everything. Narrator voice, reflective, emotional. He thought she was just a waitress. He thought his wealth gave him power over her, but in reality, respect is worth more than riches. And in one night, the same. Arrogance that built his empire destroyed it. The world doesn't remember Richard Lawson, the billionaire CEO. It remembers the night his cruelty cost him $200 million and a young woman's dignity stood taller than his fortune. What would you have done if you were Amira? Stayed silent to keep the peace or spoken up to defend yourself? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more powerful storytelling filled with life lessons, shocking twists, and unforgettable endings.